we have, she sings nails, and it's gonna be like a jazz hands, like you're just like flicking off some water. Nails, check. Hair, whip the hair down to the ground. Check, I'm looking to the right. Face, pretty. Top, top, top. Wet. Let's do that again. Hopefully you can see my feet. Let me lower the camera just a bit. All right. So we're here. Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Top, top, top. Wet. You're gonna walk back, go over your left shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top, top. Words will go walk, I guess, drag up your legs just a little bit, walk in, and that's kind of like a mini layout, in, tot, tot, don't speak. So I'm doing a little plie down this way, covering my mouth, don't speak, seen and up, click, tot, 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 boom. Let's go back, that was a lot. So again, we just did boom, 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 wet. We go walk in, boom, boom, don't speak, seen and up, click, tot, 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 boom. So I really want all of that to be super, super sharp. Up. There's a click sound here, and then all clicks, all beats, heavy, heavy, heavy beats. Tot, 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 tot. Step forward. And I am from the side profile. Sorry, super baggy pants. I'm picking up that heel when I lean back. Like I'm pressing down on something, just the arm to press out, and then it pulls and steps forward. Let's do that again. Let's do it from the top. And then we'll listen with music so that we kind of get a gist of all those heavy beats. So we are here, nails, check, hair, check, face, pretty, top, 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 wet, walk, in, don't speak, oh, sorry, now that I'm singing out loud, I forgot one thing. Don't speak, he says, nope, in the background. So you're just gonna go, nope. Then we go into seen and up, click, tot, 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 boom. One more time, a little faster. 7, 8, nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty, tot, 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 wet. Walk, in, tot, tot, don't speak, nope, seen and up, click, tot, 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 boom. Any questions so far? Maybe not. Oh, there's something in the chat, maybe. Okay, cool. Okay, let's give it a listen. Oops. Let's see.
And if the beat live, nails check, hair check, face pretty, wet, walk in, don't speak, seen a op, not a make so mad it can't hide it. These let's shoes back.
So lots of little, also background talking as well. So make sure you're listening out for those beats. Let's go ahead and do that one more time before we go on.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in, don't speak. Seen a op, not a peep. So mad they can't hide it. Please, let's choose violence. They lie.
Cool, cool, cool. All right. Let's keep going if there's no questions. Okay. So I'm just flipping between things, making sure there's no questions. Okay. So we just did ta 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 ta. Boom, you're gonna pony 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and so pony 1 and 2, 3, 4, like I'm pressing down. And let's look to the right. Boom, I'm pulling across my chest. Boom, press down. Really make sure you're using your level. So this is up, chest up, and then we get as low as possible. So again, boom, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Actually, I'm changing my mind. So this is the same. 1 and 2, 3, stay up higher, 4, so that way we have somewhere to go for 5 and. Boom, boom. 5 and 6, you're gonna make like a little sandwich like this. Hopefully you can see that. 6, you're gonna swing it around 7, 8. So again, just that 8 count. We just did ta, 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 boom. 1 and 2, boom, 3, 4, 5, and 6, boom, 8. Okay, so 7, 8, as you're gonna lean as far back as you can go. 7, 8, 1, 2. Woo. So I am in a bent supporting leg, and this one just flexed and pulling up, going back as far as you can, making sure you have resistance in that arm. You're not just like hitting it and then coming back, but it'll go with her words. Boom, pull, and then come back a little bit faster. So 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going down to that knee. And I'm going left, and then right is following, and then you end up kind of in this like little genie position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Sorry, I did this at a different master class and I sang and it wasn't that great. So I'm trying to do counts. So we are here, 3, 4, you're gonna sprint around 5, 6. Let me listen to the music because I don't want to lie to you guys.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Walk in, don't speak. Seen a op, not a peep. So mad they can't hide it. Please, let's choose violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth so the throw a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 4, that's correct. 5, 6, and 7, 8, and you're up. So you spin 5, 6, and 7, hold 8. I think she says lie in, hold 8. You're gonna go down 1, 2. I have both my legs bent, so I'm just kind of twisting them. 1, 2. You're gonna switch, look back, lay on the floor. 3, 4. Roll to the front. 5, 6. You're flicking. Oops, sorry, can't see me. real cute. Quickly snap your legs in. 7, roll 8, 1, 2, I think this is count 3. I think she says right again. So again, we just did ba 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 ba. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep rolling. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Let's see. Which shoulder you turn over for the knee spin? Yeah, for sure. So, we get down to the ground, pop up, 3, 4. I'm going over my right shoulder, so towards the back. 3, 4, boom, tap, to get to the front, right shoulder. Yep. Let's see, any other questions? Okay. Cool, let's piece that together. So we are here, 7, 8. We have nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Tap, tap, tap. Wet. Walk in. Bop, bop. Don't speak. Nope. Seen it up. Click. Tap, 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 tap. Boom. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. I think. Don't quote me on that. Cool. Let's see. 7:22. Let's do it with music. And then there's like a last chunk to learn, and then yeah. All right. Ooh, I'm warm.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in. Don't speak. Seen a op. Not a make so mad they can't hide it. Please let's use violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth to the throw a line. I'm free, that's known. I do what I want, I'm grown. Y'all still talking like saints, trying to impress these things. I'm a freak. I'm a freak.
Cool. Ooh, sorry, I have to cough. I am fighting a little sickness, so powering through, you know, 'tis the season for germs. All right. And I lied. Let's do instead of doing like a full roll to stand up, let's do this little thing. This thing is on the words grown, by the way. So grown, and then just go ahead and stand up. Do saints, and you're like in a little prayer pose. Cool. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. We have any other questions? No? Right, sweet.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in. Don't speak. Seen a op. Not a fake, so man, they can't hide it. Peace, let's choose violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth to the pop or a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm grown. Y'all look talking like saints, trying to impress these lying. I'm a freak, I'm a freak. Tongue.
All right. Hopefully we got a good gist of a mix of the words and the heavy beats. But let's keep going. So we have ground, boom, 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 saints, okay, sorry, I was thinking of the lyrics. So, saints, she says, trying to impress these, click, click, I ain't, nuh-uh. So, we have saints trying to impress these, I ain't, So we just have a little whip, saints, trying to impress these, hold, I ain't, whip, fingers, head. Yeah, and I want that to be, because we are like go, go, go right now, trying to find the dynamic between boom, boom, ta-ta. I want to see a moment of just frozen, and then isolate the head, And it's, again, one of those little like background voices, so it's really subtle, so I want you to match that energy, So one more time. Ground, you're on the ground, you roll and stand up, boom, boom. Saints, trying to impress these, hold, I ain't, ta, ta. Moving on, we have a breather. Tick, tick. Okay, I'm gonna sing again, sorry, I'm a bad singer. So, we have, She says, I'm a freak, boom, throw, I'm a freak, boom, throw. So you're going, I'm a freak, step, throw, I'm a freak, boom, and throw. Yeah, that and is really important. So, I'm a freak, step, throw, I'm a freak, boom, and throw. And that's a big booty like to the back. So I'm moving to my right when I'm doing that a little bit. So again, I ain't, tick, tick, I'm a freak, boom, throw, I'm a boom, boom, and throw. Keep going, you're gonna pop it, boom, boom. Words, boom, tongue out, put my hands on my knees. Ah, she says ah. And we'll end it there, but you can do whatever pose you want. So let's do that again. We have roll, stand up, saints, trying to impress these, I ain't, tick, tick. I'm a freak, boom, throw, I'm a freak, boom, and throw. Tongue out, put my hands on my knees. Ah. So I am doing like a little patty cake situation. Tongue out, I'm going around. Boom, boom. Tap, tap, boom. Get low, get even lower to come back up, and then pose whatever you want to do in ah. Let's send a question. Okay. Let's piece it together. Maybe from the top, slow. Okay. We have 7, 8, Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Tap, tap, tap. Wet. Walk in. Don't speak. Nope. See none up. Click. Tap, 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 tap. Boom. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Holding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Trying to impress these dots. I ain't tick tick. I'm a freak. Boom. Throw. I'm a freak. Boom and throw. Tongue out. Put my hands on my knees. Ah. Cool, cool, cool. Woo. All right, does anyone have any questions? No? Okay. Oh yay, love it. All right, this one is a fun one. I love this one actually. Let's maybe listen with music a couple times. Since we haven't actually listened to the end, I don't think. All right, here we go. Let's do a couple of marks.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in. Don't speak. Seen a op. Not a pimp, so mad they can't hide it. Please, let's use violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth, so the throw a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm gone. Y'all little talking like saints, trying to impress these. I ain't. I'm a freak. I'm a freak. Tongue out, with my hands on my knees. Yeah. Pow, freak, pow. Pow, freak, pow. Tongue out.
I love this song. I could listen to it on repeat. Alrighty. Let's see, let's give it one more mark and then, let's see. No, we still have time. Cool, one more mark.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in. Don't speak. Seen a op. Not a pimp, so mad they can't hide it. Please, let's use violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth, so the throw a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm gone. Y'all little talking like saints, trying to impress these. I ain't. I'm a freak. I'm a freak. Tongue out, with my hands on my knees. Yeah. Pow, freak, pow. Pow, freak, pow. Tongue out.
Awesome, awesome. Cool. All right, do we have any questions on the Facebook or anything like that? Probably not. Let's go back and maybe let's talk through like what my vision was with the heart and the sock moments. I think that would be good. So all of the words in the beginning, I want it to be smooth, or at least more on like the smoother side. So like all of this, like the nails, I'm like flicking the water, but then I'm dragging it up, and then I snatch and take it away. Boom. This is a little bit harder, but still I can linger here before I hit here. This is just strong. This is definitely a linger here. Boom. See how long you can drag this out before we do tap, tap, tap. I should see a freeze here, and I'm going over my right shoulder here. tap, 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 and then it's head. Boom. So, sorry, I'm just gonna center myself. So, boom. Again, this is slow and coming up. You can kind of do whatever. Yeah. Boom. Back. Still smooth. Smooth. And snap. Boom, boom. She says, walk in. Again, it's the background singing. So walk smooth. Don't speak. Smooth and sharp. Nope. See, and then up, boom, this is all sharp, and then we get a little crazy. Yeah, so ta, 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 boom. Now, if I was in an audition, I'm killing this like slower beginning, I would think this step would be a moment for me to like kind of pull through, maybe even on just that one step, I might be able to be seen by a judge because I'm really taking like a giant step. But because of this camera situation right now, I'm just doing a little big step forward. Yeah, so think about also, because we are training to be pro dancers, little things that you can do without changing the choreography that make you stand out. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, boom, big step, if that's one of your choices today. Boom, tap, tap, tap. I am still making this kind of small and in my box, but I'm still really using that body roll because there's a difference between and then really grouping. Yeah, you got to use it all the way down from here to here. So again, boom, boom, boom. We talked about this a little bit more. Big pull, snap. Yeah, smooth, snap. And I'm looking, and then I'm looking to the side. Tap, tap, I'm pulling, kind of pulling myself down. Tap, tap, boom, little sandwich. Isolation, just the hands. Quick. And then hopefully you guys are able to see through the video that I'm really trying to like lean back as far as I can. And then snapping in as far as I can. Again, another moment where I think if you were a flexible person, this would be a great opportunity for you. How far back can you go? Quick background information. I actually grew up a full jazz dancer. I also did pom in high school and college. So that kind of came to me later in life, but I was a jazz dancer. Everyone knew me as a jazz dancer. So when I auditioned for the Lovables, I had to play into that because it was my strength. If I didn't do that and I tried to be some hip hop dancer I didn't know who I was yet, probably wouldn't have made the team. So just because you might not be a hip hop dancer doesn't mean you're not like a good teammate, you're not adaptable to the style. You can figure out, there's a bug in here. You can figure out all those things at an audition, believe it or not. You just really have to soak everything in, maybe do some research beforehand, and figure out what that team style is, and then kind of adapt yourself to that kind of stuff. So random tangent, but back to the choreography. And then we'll try it a couple times. So boom, we talked about this, sharp, sharp, smooth, boom, we keep moving. I feel like all that stuff's pretty neutral, for lack of a better word. Boom, tap, tap, sharp, sharp, we talked about this. Isolation the whole way through, tap, 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 subtle, boom, boom. And then we just kind of group it out, yeah, on all of this stuff. Cool, I really want to talk about the beginning because I feel like there's some really big dynamics there. So yeah, all right, let's see if there's any questions before we try a couple times. Oh yeah, of course. This is what I'm here for. So hopefully more questions come through. No question is silly or dumb. I mean, if you're trying out for the first time, this is probably a world you're not super exposed to. So ask all the questions. Truly, yes. Is this style true to the Chicago Lovables? We do a lot of different styles. When I was on the team, we did heavy on hip hop, but we did do a mix of heels, and we also did do jazz, like the jazz shoes were brought out for a performance. But I would say, yes, this is pretty close to our style, yeah. In the NBA world, because I was a competitive dancer growing up, once I entered the NBA world, you have to find, hopefully this makes sense, you have to find a good balance between, and this is from my own experience, but like that kind of competitive culture that you might be from, and then adding in a performance aspect to it. I mean, I performed in front of 30,000 people, and you got to make sure you're projecting all the way up to those nosebleeder seats. That's what they want. They want to make sure that you can pull somebody's eye out during an audition. Yeah, cool. Let's do questions after. But yes, to answer your question, let's do it a couple more times.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in, don't speak. Seen a op, not a peep. So man, they can't hide it. Please, let's choose violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth for the throw a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm gone. Y'all club talking like saints, trying to impress these dying. I'm a freak, I'm a freak. Tongue out with my hands on my knees. Yeah. Pow, 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 freak, pow.
All right. Let's see. All right. Leanne, you let me know. One or two more times, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. All right, choice more.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in, don't speak. Seen a op, not a peep. So man, they can't hide it. Please, let's choose violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth for the throw a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm gone. Y'all club talking like saints, trying to impress these dying. I'm a freak, I'm a freak. Tongue out with my hands on my knees. Yeah. Pow, 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 freak, pow.
Cool. And one more for the cardio. Here we go.
Nails, check. Hair, check. Face, pretty. Wet. Walk in, don't speak. Seen a op, not a peep. So man, they can't hide it. Please, let's choose violence. They loud, but it's quiet. No teeth for the throw a line. I'm a freak, that's known. I do what I want, I'm gone. Y'all club talking like saints, trying to impress these dying. I'm a freak, I'm a freak. Tongue out with my hands on my knees. Yeah. Pow, 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 freak, pow.
All righty. Yay. Cool. All right. Yes, more questions, more questions. I'm gonna stand back here so you don't have to listen to me breathe. Nope. sure. So, kind of going back to that before we started dancing again. This is a lovable style routine that I probably would see at an audition, I feel like. But overall, the Lovables are very well-rounded dancers. When I was on the team, we literally had jazz dancers, we had ballerinas that came from the Joffrey, we had girls that trained hip hop their entire life, and were also on other NBA dance teams, and then as they moved around, joined other teams. We weren't forced to know how to do all the styles. Just a lot of us have done all the styles. So when you're training, don't just take hip hop classes. You know, you got to take the jazz classes. You have to take the heels classes. Even take the weird modern lyrical classes that maybe you're not used to and might not ever use when you're on the NBA court. But the more you're exposed to different styles, one, you're learning how to pick up choreography. Yes, we once had to, this was like, I think my rookie or maybe my second year, we had to learn a piece in like a whole piece, stage and everything, in like less than an hour. And then you just had to do it. And they were like, good luck. So picking up choreography is really important. You know, like for me, I wasn't a hip hop dancer. So the more I exposed myself to it, the more comfortable I was with my body. Like twerking didn't feel weird anymore. Moving my upper body didn't feel weird anymore, the more I was exposed to that kind of stuff. To make you stand out, get to their clinics. I know the coach very, very well. I worked with her. I've known her for 10 plus years now. She remembers the face, yes? So if you do something great, she's gonna remember it, trust me. And then just you've probably heard this 1,000 times, but be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because the more you kind of shy away from that, especially like at an audition, they're gonna notice that and they're gonna be like, she's not very comfortable dancing in front of 7 to 10 judges. How is she gonna be comfortable, he or she, gonna be comfortable dancing in front of 30,000 people? You know what I mean? And again, that just like takes practice, yeah? Go to class, mess up, that's okay. That's what class is for. Doesn't have to be perfect all the time, yeah? Cool, any other questions? And of course, I know we're kind of out of time, but if anyone has any questions later or before an audition, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. Should I just put it in the chat maybe? Oh, okay, awesome. We'll get that info out later. But yeah, any other questions? Oh, great, okay, cool. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm so happy I was able to do this again. But yeah, as always, if you have any questions, you know where to find me.